Hey everyone, welcome back to English Unplugged. I'm Emily, and today we're diving into a topic close to so many hearts pets.
I'm Mark. Pets aren't just animals, they're family, friends, and little bundles of joy that make life special.
Exactly. When learning English, people master basics like what's your name or where are you from? But talking about pets, some learners freeze.
So true. Someone asks, "Do you have a pet?" Or "What's your favorite pet?" And your mind goes blank. You love your furry friend, but words vanish.
Today, we'll fix that. We'll show you how to talk naturally about pets in English, like chatting with a friend, not reading a textbook.
Plus, we'll share fun stories and simple phrases you can use anywhere, at a park, with friends, or while traveling.
Let's start with a simple question. Mark, do you have a pet or what's your favorite kind of pet?
Tough choice, but I'd say dogs. A loyal, playful dog with a wagging tail, that's my weakness.
I knew you'd say dogs, Mark. You mention them all the time. What kind do you like best?
I love golden retrievers. Those fluffy, friendly pups are pure sunshine. What about you, Emily?
For me, it's cats. They're graceful and independent, but when they curl up on your lap, it's like a little hug. Every purr feels magical.
Love that. Dogs and cats, two different worlds of furry love. That's already a great conversation starter.
You can say, I love dogs because they're loyal and fun, or I'm a cat person because they're calm and cuddly.
Great tip. Always say why you like your pet. It makes your answer natural and interesting.
Let's practice. Repeat after me. I love dogs because they're so playful.
I like cats because they're soft and cozy.
Perfect. Use adjectives like loyal, playful, cuddly, smart, or fluffy to describe your pet.
For example, I love my dog because he's loyal and energetic, or my cat is cuddly and quiet.
Your tone matters. Smile when you talk about your pet. It makes your voice warm and lively.
English isn't just words, it's feeling. When you share your love for your pet, words flow easier.
Pets are great for small talk when meeting someone new. Try asking, do you have a pet? Or what kind of pets do you like?
It's a friendly, easy question that gets people talking. Everyone loves sharing pet stories.
Let's build a mini conversation you can use right away. Ready?
Let's do it.
What's your favorite pet?
I really like dogs. What about you?
I love cats. They're so calm and cute.
See, that short exchange sparks a great conversation. Add, I love dogs because they're energetic, or cats are my favorite because they're independent.
Adding why makes it personal. Share a memory, like, I love dogs because my puppy used to wait for me at the door daily.
That's beautiful. A story makes your English personal. People connect with emotions, not just words.
More phrases. I'm a big fan of rabbits. I can't live without my goldfish. I'd love to have a parrot someday.
Let's practice. Repeat after us.
I'm a big fan of cats.
I can't live without my dog. I'd love to have a hamster.
Great job. You're sounding natural. Have you ever met a pet you didn't like?
Oh, yeah. I met a super loud parrot at a friend's house. It squawked nonstop.
Haha, that's bold. I met a snake once. Cool, but I wasn't ready to cuddle it.
I respect snake lovers, but it's not for me. Say, I tried petting it, but it wasn't my thing. It's polite and natural.
Instead of, I don't like it, try softer phrases like, I'm not a big fan of snakes. Spiders aren't really my thing. I don't usually like loud birds.
These keep it kind and confident. Mix with a smile or nod to stay positive.
Pet conversations should feel warm, like sharing a happy moment.
My cat's purring on a quiet evening is so comforting to me.
Love that. For me, it's my dog's paws tapping when he's excited for a walk. It's like music to start the day.
That's joyful. Describe your pet's sounds, habits, or how they make you feel, not just their looks.
Examples: my dog's bark is so cheerful. My cat's fur feels so soft. My hamster's tiny feet are adorable.
Sensory words help listeners imagine your pet. Viewers, what's your favorite pet? Comment using I'm a big fan of or I love pet because.
Say it out loud too. Speaking English is like playing with your pet. The more you do it, the more fun it gets.
Next, let's describe your pet at the vet or with a pet-loving friend.
At the vet, don't freeze. Start with my pet is or he, she loves.
Like, my dog is energetic, but loves to nap. Or, can you check my cat? She's been quiet lately. Simple and clear.
Use please to sound polite, like, can you check if he's okay, please? Or, could you make sure she's healthy?
Use with or without for details, like my dog loves playing with a ball, or my cat doesn't like loud noises.
Let's try a vet dialogue. I'm the vet, you're the pet owner.
Good afternoon. How's your pet doing today?
Hi, my cat's been sleepy lately. Can you check her, please?
Sure. Is she eating normally?
Yes, but she doesn't play as much as usual.
Okay, we'll take a look. Thanks for bringing her in.
See? It's easy with patterns like my pet is, can you check my, or he, she loves.
Don't worry about perfect grammar. Just say what you can. Language is for connection, not perfection.
Repeat after us. My dog is very playful. Can you check my cat, please? My pet loves treats.
Great. If your dog barks too much, say, my dog is a bit loud sometimes. Or, could you help with his barking, please? Politeness matters.
Instead of he's bad, try I think he's a little nervous. It's kinder.
When a friend asks about your pet or invites you to meet theirs, say, your dog looks so friendly, or he seems so happy.
When playing with their pet, say, this is so fun, or I love how playful she is. After, say, thanks for letting me meet him. It shows warmth.
In some cultures, say, what a great companion, to compliment a pet. What's your comfort pet, Emily? The one that feels like home.
A dog. My childhood dog slept by my side when I was sick. That's comfort.
Beautiful. For me, it's a cat curled up on my lap after a long day. Pure peace.
Every pet carries a story, and storytelling makes your English powerful. Vocabulary spotlights. 7 words to describe pets naturally.
1. Loyal. Always by your side. My dog is so loyal.
2. Playful. Loves fun. My puppy is playful and energetic.
3. Fluffy. Soft and furry. I love my cat's fluffy fur.
4. Curious. Always exploring. My hamster is so curious.
5. Calm. Relaxed and peaceful. My fish are calm and soothing.
6. Friendly. Loves people. This dog is so friendly.
7. Cuddly. Loves to snuggle. My rabbit is so cuddly.
Repeat. Loyal, playful, fluffy, curious, calm, friendly, cuddly.
You sound like a pet expert. Combine them. I love my loyal dog. I prefer curious cats. I enjoy friendly parrots.
Learning English is like training a pet. First tries might be messy, but keep going. It gets easier.
Every mistake adds a wag to your English tail. What's one pet that makes you happy? Comment, I love blank because
Let's explore cultural expressions and idioms native speakers use.
Welcome back. Let's make your English natural with pet idioms.
Raining cats and dogs means pouring rain. Don't go out, it's raining cats and dogs.
Let the cat out of the bag means revealing a secret. Let the cat out of the bag. What's a surprise?
Barking up the wrong tree means being mistaken. If you think I don't like dogs, you're barking up the wrong tree.
Puppy love means a young and innocent crush. They're so cute together. It's total puppy love.
Raining cats and dogs, let the cat out of the bag, barking up the wrong tree, and puppy love.
Idioms show personality and culture. They make you sound confident and real.
Culturally, pets are special. In the UK, dogs go to pubs with owners. In Japan, cats are lucky with maneki neko statues everywhere.
English helps share that connection globally. Try, your pet looks so happy, or thanks, that was fun, after meeting a pet.
If full of pet cuddles, say, I'm good, thank you, that was amazing, to stay polite.
Pets teach gratitude. Every wag, purr, or chirp reminds us to appreciate little moments.
Learning English is like caring for a pet. Some lessons playful, some calm, all help you grow.
Final practice. I love playing with my pet because it makes me happy. My favorite pet reminds me of home. I enjoy meeting new pets when I travel.
You're connecting with the world. Mistakes are okay. Even native speakers mix up words.
Progress comes from practice, not perfection. Confidence is the secret ingredient.
Whether you love dogs, cats, or hamsters, share their quirks and stories. When you talk about what you love, your English comes alive.
Next time someone asks, "Do you have a pet?" you'll answer with confidence.
Final vocabulary spotlight.
Adorable, super cute. This puppy is adorable. Cheerful, full of joy. My dog's bark is so cheerful. Gentle, kind and soft. My cat is so gentle. Lively, full of energy. My parrot is so lively. Cozy, warm and comfortable. My rabbit feels so cozy. Smart, clever. My dog is so smart. Lovable, easy to love. Every pet is lovable in its own way.
Repeat. Adorable, cheerful, gentle, lively, cozy, smart, lovable.
You're describing pets like a native speaker.
Challenge. Comment one sentence about your favorite pet. My favorite pet is blank because blank.
We'll read some answers next episode. Subscribe, like, and share with a pet-loving friend.
One phrase to learn today is progress. Keep practicing, speaking, and adding love to your English.
This is Mark.
And this is Emily.
Thanks for learning with English Unplugged. Stay curious, kind, and keep your words warm like a cozy pet cuddle. See you soon.
Bye, everyone.